Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss how to convert a matrix to reduced row echelon form. I have another video where I discussed how to convert a matrix to row echelon form. I have given the link of that video in the description below this video. You can watch that video from there. You can also click the eye icon from the top right corner to watch the video. Okay, first we will discuss about the condition of reduced row echelon form. The first condition is for any non-zero row, the leading element will be 1. The second condition is if there are any rows in which all the elements are 0, then these rows are grouped together at the bottom of the matrix. The third condition is for any two successive non-zero rows, the leading element of lower row will be right to the leading element of the row above it. The fourth condition is S column that contains a leading element, all the elements will be 0 in that column. Here we have several examples. In the first example, the matrix is not in reduced row echelon form, as the leading element of the first row is 1, and according to condition in the first column, all other elements except the leading element will be 0, but there are two non-zero elements here. So for this reason, the matrix is not in reduced row echelon form. In the second example, this matrix is not in reduced row echelon form, as the leading element of second row is 1, but in the second column there is one non-zero element. For this reason, this matrix is not in reduced row echelon form. In the third example, this matrix is in reduced row echelon form, as it satisfies all the conditions of reduced row echelon form, as the leading element of first, second and third row are 1. That means the leading elements of each row are 1. If we consider first and second row, then we see that the leading element of second row is right to the leading element of first row, and if we consider second and third row, we see that the leading element of third row is right to the leading element of second row, and in each of the first, second and third column, all other elements except the leading elements are 0. So this matrix satisfies all the conditions of reduced row echelon form, and hence the matrix is in reduced row echelon form. We will now discuss a practice example. Here the given matrix is this. The matrix is not in reduced row echelon form. So we want to convert this matrix in reduced row echelon form. First, the leading element of first row is 1. So according to the condition of reduced row echelon form, the column containing this leading element, that means in column 1, all other elements except this leading element will be 0. But here we have two non-zero elements. So we need 0 under this leading element 1, as in any column containing leading element, all other elements have to be 0. So we will calculate second row with first row to make the first element of second row 0, as we are making 0 under the leading element of first row. For this reason, we will calculate second row with first row. So to make the first element of second row 0, we will multiply the first row by 3, then we will add first and second row. We will calculate between corresponding elements of each row. That means we will calculate between first element of first and second row. We will calculate between second element of first and second row. We will calculate between third elements of first and second row, and we will calculate between fourth element of first and second row. That means we will calculate between corresponding elements of each row. So the row operation for this step will be R2, that means new second row is equal 3 into row 1 plus row 2. So for the first element of second row, it will be 3 into first element of row 1 plus first element of row 2. So after calculation we will get 0. New second element of second row will be 3 into second element of first row plus second element of second row, that means -1. So 6 -1 we will get 5. Now new third element of second row will be 3 into new third element of second row will be 3 into third element of first row plus third element of second row. So third element of first row is -1 and third element of second row is 2. So after calculation we will get -1 as the third element of second row. So new fourth element of second row will be 3 into fourth element of first row, that means 3 into 0 plus fourth element of second row, that means 3. So in a total we get 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. So the first element of new second row will be 0, the second element will be 5, third element will be -1 and fourth element will be 3. So this is the new second row of the matrix. So after the first step we have this matrix. So now the first element of third row will be 0 according to the condition. For this we will multiply first row by 2 and then we will subtract first row from the third row. As before, we will calculate between corresponding elements of first row and third row. So the row operation for this step will be row 3, that means new row 3 will be row 3 minus 2 into row 1. So the first element of third row will be first element of third row, that means -2 into first element of first row, that means 1. So 2 minus 2, so we will get 0. New second element of third row will be first element of third row, that means second element of third row, that means 5, -2 into second element of first row, that means 2 into 2. So we will get 5 minus 4, that means we will get 1. New third element of third row will be third element of third row, that means -3 minus 2 into third element of first row, that means -1. So in a total we will get -3 plus 2, which gives -1. Now new fourth element of third row will be fourth element of third row, that means 0, -2 into fourth element of first row, that means 2 into 0. So we'll get 0 minus 0, so we'll get 0. So the new third row will be 0, 1, -1 and 0. After the second step we have this matrix. So now the leading element of second row is 5. So according to the condition, in the second column all other elements will have to be 0. So first we will make 0 under the leading element of second column. So under the leading element of second row. So we will make the second element of third row 0. For this we will multiply third row by 5 and then we will subtract third row from the second row. For this the row operation will be new third row is equal second row minus 5 into third row. So the new first element of third row will be second row, first element of second row, that means 0 minus 5 into first element of third row, that means 0. So 0 minus 5 into 0, so we will get 0. A new second element of third row will be second element of second row, that means 5 minus 5 into second element of third row, which is 1. So we will get 5 minus 5, so in a total we will get 0. New third element of third row will be third element of second row, which is negative 1, minus 5 into third element of third row, which is negative 1. So in a total we will get negative 1 plus 5 is equal plus 4. New fourth element of third row will be fourth element of second row, which is 3, negative 5 into fourth element of third row, which is 0. So we will get 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. So the new third row will be 0, 0, 4 and 3. After the third step, we have this matrix. So the leading element of third row is 4. So according to the condition, all other elements of third column will be 0. So now we will make the third element of second row 0. For this, we will multiply second row by 4 and then we will add second row and third row. So the row operation for this step will be new second row is equal 4 into second row plus third row. So we will calculate between corresponding elements of each row. So the new first element of second row will be 4 into first element of second row, that means 4 into 0 plus first element of third row. So we will get 0. Now new second element will be 4 into second element of second row, which is 5 plus second element of third row, which is 0. So we will get 20. New third element of second row will be 4 into third element of second row, which is negative 1 plus third element of third row, which is 4. So we will get 0. New fourth element of second row will be 4 into fourth element of second row, which is 3 plus fourth element of third row, which is 3. So after calculation we will get 15. So the new second row will be 0, 20, 0 and 15. So after the fourth step, the matrix is this. Now we will make the third element of first row 0. For this we will multiply first row by 4 and then we will first row and third row, as we are making 0 above the leading element of third row. So new first element of first row will be 4 into first element of first row, which is 1 plus first element of third row, which is 0. So we will get 4. New second element will be 4 into second element of first row, which is 2 plus second element of third row, which is 0. So we will get 8. New third element will be 4 into third element of first row, which is negative 1 plus third element of third row, which is 4. After that we will get 0. New fourth element will be 4 into fourth element of first row, which is 0 plus fourth element of third row, which is 3. So in a total we will get 3. So the new first row will be 4, 8, 0 and 3. After the fifth step, we have this matrix. So now we will make 0 in the second element of first row. For this, we will calculate first row and second row, as we are making 0 above the leading element of second row. So to make 0 in the second element of first row, we will multiply first row by 5 and we will multiply second row by 2, and then we will subtract second row from the first row. So the new first element of first row will be 5 into first element of first row minus 2 into first element of second row, which is 0. So in a total we will get 20. New second element of first row will be 5 into second element of first row, which is 8, negative 2 into second element of second row, which is 20. So in a total we will get 0. New third element of first row will be 5 into third element of first row, which is 0, minus 2 into third element of second row, which is also 0. So after calculation we will get 0. new fourth element of first row will be 5 into fourth element of first row, which is 3, negative 2 into fourth element of second row, which is 15. So after calculation we will get negative 15 as the new fourth element of first row. So the new first row will be 20, 0, 0, negative 15. So after the sixth step we have this matrix. So the matrix is almost in the form of reduced row echelon form. So now we need to make the leading element of first row, second row and third row 1. For this we will divide the first row by 20, we will divide the second row by 20 and we will divide the third row by 4. So after dividing first row by 20 we will get 1, 0, 0 and negative 3 by 4 as the new first row of the matrix. Dividing second row by 20 we will get 0, 1, 0 and 3 by 4 as the new second row of the matrix. And after dividing third row by 4 we will get 0, 0, 1 and 3 by 4 as the new third row of the matrix. Now the matrix is in reduced row echelon form as it satisfies all the condition of reduced row echelon form. That's it for today. Thank you everyone.